Good evening, everyone. It is 8:13 p.m. Eastern Standard Time here in the District of Corruption. This is the third time that I am recording this vlog episode of the second variety, things that make me angry. If you can't tell, I'm getting angry. Um, so yeah, woke up in a bad mood, haven't really been feeling that well, and uh, yeah, so we'll see how all this goes. So I thought today was appropriate for things that make me angry since I've been in such an awful mood. First thing that makes me angry, and I hate seeing this in my timeline, is when someone tweets, so you can tweet but you can't text. Yes, someone can tweet and they cannot text you back. It happens. You know what the point of a text message is? For the recipient to respond back to the sender at a time when it is convenient for the recipient to respond back. So if they decide that sending the tweet is more important than sending a text, sure, you can be upset, but do you really need to tweet about it? Do you think your passive-aggressive tweet is going to send them running to their phone, apologizing, and following up to whatever probably irrelevant, unimportant text message you've sent them? Is that really how you feel? If so, you should reevaluate that because it's actually pretty sad. I just think it's really actually kind of disrespectful too. Like, why try to call somebody out like that? Especially when you at them over it. Like, come on. Like, that's disrespectful. Speaking of disrespect, I hate when people disrespect my time. More so than anything, I'm big on not being disrespected. I fear rejection and I hate disrespect. If you disrespect my time, I can't get my time back. And that's why to me, disrespect of time is like the worst. There's no way I can recall hours that like have been expended waiting on people. When I die on my deathbed, I can't be like, let me cash in on those few hours that I spent standing around waiting for someone who was late to something we planned. And that's why, to me, I hate having my time disrespected. It makes me so angry. Like, be there. If we set a time, be there. A minute late, 5 minutes late, okay. 10 is pushing it. 20, 30, 40, an hour, unacceptable. I don't see an excuse for it. Um, Plan your life better if that's what it needs, if that's what it takes. Like, just don't be late. Why? Like, why? Other things that make me upset. Bad food makes me really upset. I'm not a food snob. I'll eat pretty much anything, but I am a foodie, so I like good food. I don't care whether it comes from a food truck, a cafeteria, a restaurant, whatever. If it's a food-based entity and the food is bad, what are you doing? Like, your only purpose is to make good food and you're failing. Why? Why are you failing? Why am I putting my money towards something that's a fail? If you're a museum cafeteria and I go there, well, I mean, a museum's first priority isn't their food. I hope you're spending that money on exhibits that I'm paying to see. But anywhere, like a restaurant with bad food, I don't understand. I don't understand the concept. Like, what's your purpose? Um, this is something I see go on every day. People sucking up to other people. I can't get with that movement. I've always felt like my work should exemplify the excellent person that I am on the inside and outside and everything else. My work should show. My work should be enough. Like, it shouldn't have to take me buying my boss things or being in my boss's office all the time or staying super, super, super late just to look like I'm busy and doing something. And no, if I come in at 9, and if I can get everything done by 5, great. I've had a great day. And you know what? That means I was more effective than the person who it takes from 8:30 to 7 p.m. to get done probably less work than what I'm doing. Um, so yeah, I can't stand people who suck up, like being overeager. That's not cute. Like, it's not cute to do that. Like, stop. Miss me with all of that. Um, This one is funny, actually, because shout out to my girl, Laura Petty, She's the one who gave me the proper name for this. But it's called second voice. And so when you're talking to your boss and you're starting to get a little more nervous, and as you get more nervous, the voice just gets higher, and it gets a little higher, and then it starts getting a little higher, and it gets to the point where it's just at a high pitch. Yeah, that's second voice. And I hate second voice. I don't do second voice. I can't stand it when people do second voice. The other voice thing that I can't stand, and I typically don't talk about voices because people like really went in on my voice because it's deeper growing up. But second voice is like a voice fluctuation, not something about the tone of your voice in general. Like, the other voice thing I can't stand, also a voice fluctuation and not your tone in general, which I don't think you have that much control over. When you talk and you're trying to make a comment, and because of the way you put accent on the last syllable, everything sounds like a question. So when you're making a declarative statement, it really just sounds like you're asking a question, and you could be saying something really important, but like no one would ever know, because like it sounds like you're asking a question, and it sounds like that. Whenever it's said, it kind of sounds like that. I hate that so very much. It makes me angry because it's just like, get your voice under control and say things with a little bit of authority, please. You have to be conscientious about your voice and what it's doing. Like, I know my voice has a tendency to be more monotone. I'm okay with that on a general basis, but if I'm supposed to be trying to engage people, I understand I need to put some fluctuations into it. I need to raise the pitch sometimes. It can't always just be, I'm talking like I'm just talking to my friends, which, if y'all get bored when I'm talking to you, well, I don't like you either. But anyway. What else? But yeah, shout out to Laura for giving me that word. And also shout out to Laura Petty for putting me onto this banging food, this patty melt from Steak and Egg in Tinley. If you haven't had a patty melt, it will change your life. I haven't had red meat in so long. When I tell you that I smanged the patty melt, like smashed and banged, smanged, just like the song, smanged the patty melt on some. Yes to the patty melt. Go get one promptly. Yeah. So patty melt on deck. Maybe that'll make me feel better. Speaking of Tenley, the Tenleytown Metro, just the Metro in general, like Red Line especially, speaking of Tenleytown, but the Metro sucks, and I'm really getting sick of it. Like, how dare you up the maximum price of a one-way trip to $6? Like, WMATA, I'm calling you out. How dare you? When I don't even know if the escalator is going to work every day, when I get to the top of the U Street Metro station and the escalator is broken, I get angry. Like, I legitimately stomp down the stairs because it's unacceptable for every single day to be broken or on or off. When I see elevators that it's scheduled to be 5 months later for it to fix, unacceptable. Like, it's so unacceptable. How dare you keep raising prices? WMATA, you're the worst. I hate you so much. And also, when I can't use my phone on the Metro, like, what? Why am I paying for Verizon and I don't get service right now? Like, that's part of the point of Verizon. Like, to be like, haha, I have service now, and then I'm at Chinatown, a busy station, and my 3G isn't working? Get out of here. Miss me with all that. Finally, and this one is based on my hair today. So, every time like, my hair's relaxed. Shout out to Team Relax. But every time I wear my hair curly now, like I wet it and put some moisturizer in it, scrunch around with it, blah, 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 and go out. I remember this girl had the perm freshly cut out of her hair. Like, there wasn't really an inch of new growth since the perm had been cut out. She'd 19 years, mind you, for her relaxed hair. She tells me, because I'm wearing my hair curly, it was relaxed at the time. Oh, I mean, I just think it's lazy when people with relaxed hair don't straighten it. Oh, I'm sorry. Were you financing my hairstyle? Are you feeding me? Are you putting it down on me? No? Okay. Well, you're clearly enrolled in Irrelevant Things 101 because you just made a valid point from that class. Like, okay, like, I was natural for almost 18 years. So, when you've been natural for 18 years, please come back and then tell me what I should do with my hair. And at that point, I'll probably be natural anyway. I really just have it relaxed now because it makes it a little easier to deal with while I'm in school. Like, that's pretty much it. It's not a matter of self-hatred for everyone. It's not a matter of wanting to be white. Like, whatever. Like, I would say it doesn't have to do with your consciousness about anything. Like, at least not for everyone. I mean, there are self-hating black people with relaxed hair, but some of y'all are self-hating and you have natural hair, so you can miss me with all that. Anyway, that makes me really angry. But the natural relaxed hair thing is a whole nother post. But anyway, yeah, those are the things that make me angry. So I'll also be angry if you don't follow me on Twitter at Words with Des. I'll be more mad if you don't follow me on Tumblr, inverted introvert, if I could speak today. Look it up. And also hit subscribe on this channel so you can figure out what's going on. This was episode of the second variety. And I look forward to bringing you another episode in the near future. Check out the other videos if you haven't already. And yeah, holla!